Welcome back, everyone. Let's play Falling to Vegas. You're here with Randall Lefebvre, otherwise known as DraxxKraven, when I can't get through a single fucking room. Okay, yep, that's the contraband room. I'll worry about that later. That's not important right now. Can I turn off the radio? Okay, I can turn off these radios. There are other radios I can't turn off. Christ. Also, there might be radios on other floors. Hello! That's a Browning automatic rifle, or something very similar to it. Super stim packs, 357 Magnum rounds, some buff out. More frags. Is that some scotch? I'll take that. Med-X. Huh. Guess you never know if someone needs to take the edge off. Ah, there it is.
Help me, please.
Tinted reading glasses, if you're the sort. Damn it. Right, the keys are in the holding cells downstairs. Jesus, poor bastard. Hot plate. Ghost sight. Grants ghost sight vision. How... thanks. Sweet. Give me that Sierra Madre helmet. Cosmic knife. Why is it cosmic? Because it's made out of Saturnite. Which means it can be heated up. Oh, I guess not with mundane heating sources. Okay. Here's another way to get in. It has its advantages. Oh, God. Wait, what's in the box? Why is it locked? Chips. That's what's in it. I don't need the metal spoon, but I might need that duct tape. Turn that light on. I can't see a damn thing. Just everywhere I go makes me really cautious in this scenario, because you never know when there might be a radio nearby. There we go. Okay. Can I recover that spear? Nah, it's toast. Alright. Some of these... Dog helps those who help themselves. Oh, and it says God. Huh. Anyway, yeah, some of those radios are indestructible. Why? How? Don't worry about it. Oh, God, that guy died trying desperately to get to that water. Binoculars? Might need those. 20 gauge rounds, but no gun to fire them with. Weapon repair kit. I'm going to want that. Jerry-rigging also makes this scenario more palatable, because you can use it in order to fix things with other things that, you know, might not be readily available. Like, I'm just going to fix this helmet with some glasses. How do I do it? Don't worry about it.
Knew you would come below the cage, down to where I am. Maybe you saw the letters I scratched on the villa walls. A little farther. Follow my voice. That's it. The one in the cage? Dog. I had to lock him up. He keeps disobeying me.
Okay, this isn't creepy at all. What's on the terminal? Vending machine installation. Oversaw the street side vending machines installation today, all working, mostly, because the casino crew was running the show. Finally complained to the chief about the machines. They feel like a company store. We only get a few casino chips with the paycheck, so we can barely buy anything. Chief says he's not sure the chips were Sinclair's idea. Only if we had any problems with the machines, let him know immediately. After another discussion with the Puesta del Sol crew, today I told Chief it'd be difficult to enforce the prohibition list, let alone the searches. Chief had the gala on his brain, said Sinclair put construction of the villa more important than patting down the construction crews for liquor and chems, as long as they didn't hurt anyone or each other. Got a little hot under the collar, Chief did too. Told him to walk it off. This whole thing stinks. Chief's barely got time for me. Now Sinclair's turning a blind eye to things in the villa because his friend's running the show. One good thing about this assignment, no more writing parking tickets. Sinclair's laid out the streets so narrow, cars can't even come into the villa. Resources being what they are, he may not want folks to waste gas coming here. Cuts down on traffic noise, too. Chief says it's more than that. Says Sinclair wants the villa to be reclusive. Long as I don't have to worry about double parking snobs or Christless gas hogs clogging the villa, I could care less. Wonder how he expects folks to get here, though. Seems extreme, even for privacy. Sinclair was a weird guy. We'll understand exactly how weird he was. There seems to be a radio in that center area. And it's setting off the collar like crazy. So I need to be careful about what walls I stand next to. That's right. I need to, in this scenario, you need to be careful about what fucking walls you're standing next to. Stand too close to the wrong wall, will fucking kill you. Give me those chips. I'm just trying to show off how standing next to the wrong wall can fuck things up. Radio waves, am I right? Nothing stops him. There it is.
That's me, there on the table. The disc. My voice. Can't take any chances, though. You may be some victim who simply stumbled down here. If so, can't let you let Dog out. No, not yet. If you're who I think you are, you came to fetch Dog. Use him to drag others here. Now I'll use you, and that Pip-Boy you're wearing. You're smart, clever. The key to Dog's cage is simple. Take my voice to the cage above. Let me speak to the beast inside. Then you and we can talk.
I am so confused. It took me forever to figure out what he meant the first time I played through this, but thankfully I have the benefit of experience to show it off. Try to think of what God is trying to tell us. Take his voice to the beast above. What does that mean exactly? Well, let me show you. We have a recording of that voice. All we have to do is play it.
Dog, back in the cage.
What have we here? You weren't who I was expecting. I'm disappointed. Still, even if you aren't my intended guest, you take direction. Good. You can't have been an idiot to figure out how to release me from my cage. Or perhaps you are, with that leash on your arm, and the one around your neck. With our collars and manacles, why, we may as well be kin.
What happened? You're not the same person who was weeping on the floor there.
I'm the voice of reason. I sleep sometimes. Down in the basement, in the cage. Now that I'm awake, Dog goes back in the cage. Dog knows I'm here, but can't do anything about it. I'm his conscience. Keep him tame, keep him from hurting us, doing foolish things. I've been trapped in here for some time. Then you come along and let me out. So, you opened my cage for a reason. Now, I want to know why.
Let's go with medicine.
Trauma. Yes, in a manner of speaking. Do you see these wounds of his covering his skin? The bear trap on his arm. He placed his own hand in it. The name he carved in his chest. To remind him of who he is, he inflicts pain on himself to silence me, when all I try to do... He cuts, hurts, and tries to murder me out of him. He won't succeed, just makes me angrier. Dog is the beast. We simply change cages, like the ones here.
I was looking for someone with a collar like mine. You don't seem to be wearing one.
It's close. Closer than I'd like. Dog's been into things. Needs to think before he eats. Chew before he swallows. He's eager that way. Now the collar's a part of me. Inside. I can feel its electronic heartbeat. Clicking and burning down below. Like before. It was cold and heavy before going in the cage. Now you're here, and it's pulling and kicking again. Tugging like a leash. Interesting.
So you ate it, and now it's on again. How the fuck did he eat that?
They detach. When segmented, they look like nothing more than metallic rad scorpions. And if they're attached to neck flesh, warm, red. Dog doesn't care what's on the body he's crushing in his hands. He'll mangle it, twist it, make it fit until he's full. Dog can't help himself. Hungry, greedy. And now the collar's inside, alive again. And we're trapped here until it goes cold.
So if that collar's inside you is active, I didn't switch it on. I mean, maybe you shouldn't go around shoving old world tech in your stomach.
As if I had a choice. Sometimes instinct takes over, and that's when I go into the cage. It's like curiosity that way. After all, you wouldn't have put that collar on by choice. Perhaps it was your curiosity that caused that hand to close on your neck.
Fair enough. I didn't switch it on, so don't get too upset with me.
Really? Yet it led you here, to me. And now you're here, and it's burning a hole in my guts. Maybe it's crying for its owner.
Forget it. I had some other questions.
Of course you do. And so do I.
You wouldn't have locked yourself in there without some sort of key to get out.
The key? Why, it's the old man. The one who brought us here.
Excuse
I
me?
hid the key on me so Dog wouldn't know. I just need the old man to show up so he and I can talk. If Dog was in control when the old man appeared, well, he would just do whatever he commanded, as always. And I can't have that.
So you have the key in the air. The old man can order Dog to open the cage. These radios, were you using them for signal interference?
They were here when I arrived, so I made use of them, in a manner of speaking. More their voices, really. These collars, they don't just track us. You can eavesdrop on them as well. Tune to a frequency, and you can hear everything someone is saying. So perhaps it's a good thing that Dog swallowed his collar. Anyone listening would find it difficult to hear past the digestion.
So nobody knows what you're doing. And the alarm sound outside helps as well? You're doing, I suppose?
Very good. Yes. It's another layer of white noise to ensure privacy. Unfortunately, it's also acted as a dinner bell for the residents. As long as the holographic greeter outside is active, however, I can get by them. The holograms fascinate them. Ghost worship, perhaps.
Huh. So you were expecting the old man. Sorry, you got me instead. I need to get you out of there.
No. No, I don't think so. Even in here, I have more control than you do. I'm not leaving until the one who controls the collars shows. Not his voice, not his hand, not his lackey. Him. And when he comes to see me, we'll settle things. So go on. Go back to your master. Tell him I'm waiting for him. Dog may follow him. I won't.
If you don't come with me, he's gonna kill both of us, dude.
Then I still win. I'd rather die in this cell than have Dog follow him any longer. Follow his orders, his commands, desperate for recognition.
Well, shit.
The old man, he has the need to hold on to the past, to the Madre. I'd rather be free. Let go of this shell than have it cage me any longer.
I mean, I want my freedom too. You think I'm doing this because I want to?
They all wanted their freedom at first. Then, they realized they could get inside the Sierra Madre. After that, their freedom wasn't important anymore. They couldn't let go, just like the old man. So you say you want your freedom? No. Even if you feel that way, it won't last. You'll forget, get greed blind, and you'll turn.
Sounds like Dog might be more willing to get out of there than you.
Dog? You're not talking to him now, are you? No. Even if you could drag Dog out of his cage, you still couldn't get him out of this cage. I put him here for a reason. If he could have escaped, he would have. So here he stays.
The key's in there with you.
Yes, but Dog doesn't know that. We don't share everything. Sometimes it's a blessing. Sometimes it causes difficulties. Now I think it's a blessing. It keeps you on that side of the cage. Now, you go fetch. Find your master. Bring him here so we can talk.
I could just tell Dog that he has the key.
Yes, you could. And once he was out, all starving and hungry, what do you think he would do then? Be careful what cage you open, because he won't go back in it without a fight. He'll tear you apart. He won't care if it kills you both.
If he hears the old man's voice, he'll do whatever the old man says.
Dog obeys, yes. Why? Do you have some means of contacting the old man?
I can play his voice, yes. His voice is on my Pip-Boy, just like yours is.
You don't play it. If you do, I'll find a way to get out of the cage, end you. I'll murder you, crush your arms and legs until...
Just calm down. If you follow me willingly, I won't do that.
No, you wouldn't. If you did, you won't escape this place alive. I'd shatter every one of your limbs to splinters and leave you here. You think I'm afraid of your collar exploding, killing us? No. I'll leave you breathing, then keep walking until my collar goes cold. I'll prop your broken body in view of the Sierra Madre, so you can see what you came to steal. Forever out of reach as you die.
Ah, but God, you don't understand. The ghost people would stab me to death, which would cause you to die as well. Alright, I can't convince you I'm not here for the Sierra Madre, the old man, so I'll prove it.
Prove it? How? Words are worthless.
I have the power to let Dog out of the cage. I'm going to prove it by showing restraint in this matter.
No. No, you're not. Even though Dog's more docile, easier to control. You may regret this. This place is where creatures like Dog can survive. The people that fill its streets. He is as vicious, more vicious than them. His hunger can help you more than I can. When I am in control, this shell is difficult to fight in.
What do you mean exactly?
The inhabitants of the villa, they are difficult to kill. They need to be chopped apart, hacked on the ground, disintegrated if you can. They are difficult to kill, but not to devour. And Dog is always hungry. If he is with you when they fall, he will fall on them, end them. If I am with you, fighting will be far more difficult.
I'm not worried about that. We'll manage.
I am not sure you belong here. No, you don't belong here. Yet, you came this far, and I'm not interested in remaining here any longer. I'll unlock the cage.
All right, let's get out of here. Meet me over at the fountain. We'll plan our next move.
Very well. To the fountain and its ghost, then.
Jesus, look at him go. I have found Caller 8. Dog and God. Alright, so... Ooh, is that thingy? That's thingy. So the thing about God and Dog, Dog does more damage in combat and has a higher strength score. God, while Dog is a companion, he'll eat ghost people that you kill, causing them to explode and die permanently. God, on the flip side, he constantly regenerates health because he's just better at taking care of himself. He also is generally worse in combat, but he also has a very important trait in his footsteps. While God is your companion, you cannot set off traps, which is really fucking important because this place is filled with goddamn traps. But Elijah won't notice that anything has gone different because he's not paying attention to God right now. He's paying attention to me. In any event, that'll do for this episode of Let's Play Fallout New Vegas. Thank you very much for joining me. Have a good night.